Alright guys, now we're going to talk about linear equations, word problems. So, number one thing that we got to do, you got to do, I got to do is you got to make sure you read the problem, right? Read it, circle things, mark things, what it means, give away information that we could use. So, let's look at number one. You and your friends plan to attend a county fair this weekend, and the admission to the fair is $5. Alright, and the cost per ride is 50 cents. If your parents give you 20 bucks, run and solve a linear equation to find how many rides you can go on. Alright, so the first type of word problem is a slope-intercept problem, which gives you the slope, M, and the starting point, B, your y-intercept. So you gotta check them out and make sure, read, look at the information, see which one's which. So when I read on the top, it says the admission to the county fair is $5. So there's a flat fee of $5. Alright, you walk in there, get in the fair, you gotta pay $5, but that's it. That is the only thing you pay $5 for. And then the cost per ride is 50 cents. So each ride you want to ride, it's gonna cost you 50 cents. So guess what? Right, my slope is going to be 0.50 or just 0.5, right? Because that's your cost per ride, 50 cents. And B, your starting point is $5. It's 5. Your y-intercept. So our equation is y equals 0.5x plus 5. Now it says your parent gave you 20 bucks, and I want to know how many rides we can ride. Right, so I know I have $20 equals 0.5x plus 5. Now all I gotta solve is x there. Right, subtract the 5 and divide by 0.5. So if your parent gave you 20 bucks, costs $5 to get in, and 50 cents per ride, you should be able to ride about 30 rides. Alright, that is the first type, slope-intercept. The second one, if you go all the way down, right, standard form. Right, this is when you get two different objects. For example, number 5, again, you got to read. You got to read. Sam ordered 2 tacos and 3 enchiladas for lunch at the restaurant. Right, his bill came to $7.80. If enchiladas were $2 each, write and solve a linear equation to find the cost of each taco. Now, we got 2 objects here. You gotta ask yourself, what are they? You got tacos and you got enchiladas. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let X be tacos and Y be enchiladas. Can you use T for tacos and E for enchiladas? Absolutely. Alright, again, we're conditioned for X and Y, so that's why we're doing it here. If you want to use T and E, you're more than welcome to. Alright, so X is for cost of taco and Y for enchiladas. Alright, so let's check them out. Sam ordered 2 tacos, so 2x, and 3 enchiladas, so 3y. And we know his total bill, when he got out, becomes $7.80. Alright, and we also figure out that, hey, enchiladas were $2 each. How do I know that? How do we know that? Right, it's written, it's given over here on the problem. Alright, so now I want to know how much each taco costs. Guess what? We already got this equation, right? 2x plus 3y equals $7.80. Well, now we can just sub in the information we got. $2 each for enchilada, so I'll put it for y. So you got 2x plus 3 times 2 equals $7.80, and simplify. Alright, 3 times 2 gets you 6. Now we're solving for x. It makes sense because x is cost for tacos. Alright, so subtract 6 from both sides, and then you have 2x equal 1.8, and divide that by 2. Alright, so each taco should cost 90 cents or 0.9 of a dollar, which is, yeah, it's 90 cents. Alright, we're going to flip to the next page. The third one is a point slope type of problem. So, right, use when problem gives a sample point, alright, x and y, and a slope, M. Alright, again, you gotta read this stuff. At Eagle Bay, it costs $10 per hour. That is a good indication right there. when you see the word per or every hour or per order, all right, that means that's a slope. All right, that's the keywords for it. To rent a canoe. Nick and his friends rented a canoe for 3 hours and paid $45. So guess what? My slope is 10 because it costs $10 per hour. And then they rent it for 3 hours and it cost them $45. Well, guess what? Those are my points. 3 hours, $45. Right? So my point is 3, 45. Now, I want to solve a linear equation. Well, guess what? I have a slope and I have a point. So when I have a slope and a point, then I use my point slope formula. All right, y minus y1, which is 45, excuse me, all right, equals 10, which is the slope, times x minus x1. Again, this is the point, 3 hours, $45. All right, that is our point. So same thing like we did yesterday. All right, distribute the 10. 10 times x gets you 10x. 10 times -3 gets you -30. And solve for y. Add 45 to both sides. Well, when we figure that out, we have an equation. We have our slope-intercept form of y equals 10x plus 15. But we got to read, right? It says write and solve a linear equation. Check and then define the cost for rent the canoe for 8 hours. So now all I gotta do is plug in 8 to the formula. 10 times 8 plus 15. So if you want to rent it for 8 hours, it's gonna cost you $95. All right, and the last one in the back is going to give you 2 points. All right, so the problem gives 2 sample points: x1, y1, x2, and y2. All right, so let's read. To serve the internet for 25 minutes at an internet cafe. Yes, it was a thing back then. It cost $7.25. For 40 minutes, it cost $9.80. Right? Guess what? I circled those information. Those things gonna be my points. All right. So let's check them out. 25 minutes gonna cost us $7.25. For 40 minutes, it's gonna cost us $9.80. Those are my x1, y1, x2, and y2. Well, here's the thing: we don't have a slope yet. So remember, from yesterday and 2 days ago, you got to figure out the slope first using the slope formula. All right. By now, you should be able to find slopes from 2 points. Well, when I figure out the slopes, all right, I got 0.17. I got a slope, and I got 2 points. All right, then I'm going to use point slope formula. Again, you can use whichever points you want, but I'll use this one because I already labeled them x1 and y1. That fits into my formula perfectly. Y minus 7.25 equals 0.17 times x minus 25. All right, and then don't forget to distribute that slope. 0.17x minus 4.25. Solve for y. Get rid of that 7.25 by adding it to both sides. When you simplify, follow my arrow, you should have y equals 0.17x plus 3 up here. All right, but the ultimate question is, hey, as you will read, I need to know the cost for surfing the web for 1 hour. For 1 hour, right? 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. So all I gotta do is plug it into my new formula that I got. All right, 0.17 times 60 plus 3 should get you $13.20.